We are HighGold Mining. We're focused on high-grade gold in North America. Our symbol is High, H-I-G-H, and we're listed on the TSX Venture. We'll be making forward-looking statements. We're brand new, listed 8 weeks ago, and we think we hit a lot of the key markers that people are looking for in an investment vehicle. We've got a very tight share structure. We're well cashed up. We've got a shareholder roster that's quite enviable, experienced management team, and some fantastic properties that I'll talk to you about here. So 33 million shares we have right now. We did a just under $8 million financing on listing. We announced November 8th. Subsequent financing, it's a bought deal, raising another $9 million. So we're very well funded, and a list of great investors here, including Rob McEwen, a senior North American gold producer, among others. So we're North American focused. Our flagship is Johnson Tract. It's located in Alaska, a very accessible part of Alaska, and we also have a portfolio of assets in Ontario, in the greater Timmins camp. This is both have yielded some pretty impressive gold results historically, and I'll start to walk you through some of that here now. As a management team, bring a lot of experience. Myself, CEO, Ian Cunningham Dunlop, VPX, Eris Marfopoulos, CFO, and Naomi Nemeth is our VP Investor Relations. All of us bring a lot of experience to the business. Handpicked the board here over as I put this company together. It includes Mike Cinnamon, CFO for B2 Gold, Michael Gray, he's a mining analyst based out of Vancouver, and then Lance Miller, our other independent director, a longtime Alaskan who currently works for one of the other native corporations in the area, and that's significant because the property we are talking about here is on native corporation land. Alaska settled its land claims in the 70s, created 12 regional native corporations. They're fantastic groups to do business with. For example, NANA are the underlying landowners of Red Dog, one of the world's biggest zinc mines. For us, CIRI is our partner. They got a lot of history in gas exploration at Cook Inlet and other businesses. It's a mining lease that we have. We like the terms. Ultimately, they have the ability to back into the project when we make a production decision. So the asset we're talking about here, Johnson Tract, it was discovered in the early 80s by Anaconda Mining, ultimately passed hands to Westman Resources, who are a mid-tier producer on the West Coast. It's produced some just fantastic historic results. There was a historic estimate on this, all of it sort of pre-43-101. It's old data, 25 to 35 years old or older. But de-risked in a significant way in terms of metallurgy, geotech, and other work has been done on it. The real interesting part is this has sat there with nothing, no work whatsoever for the past 25 years. This was a project that was brought to us by CIRI, and it sat there for no good reason other than when it was put to bed, gold was in a downturn for about 10 years. CIRI lost their mining expertise and only recently kind of revived the project. Where we are, it's south central Alaska. We're off Cook Inlet, very near the coast, so very accessible for development. The project does come with road and port easement rights. And just on that image there, you can see some of the oil and gas platforms within Cook Inlet. It's an area that's seen some industrial activity in the past. Just a photo to give you a lay of the land here, again, to highlight that proximity to the coast. Ultimately, if we go ahead for mine development, real short distance of road building and port development to access this project. It would produce a copper and a zinc concentrate, so having that proximity to the tidewater is huge in terms of getting your concentrates out. It would also produce gold doré. Just an example of some of the past results, multiple intersections of 50 to 100 meters plus of better than 10 grams per ton gold. What makes it particularly unique are the base metals that come along with that. Very common is 5 to 10% zinc or greater, along with sort of a 0.5 to 1% copper. Really unique system. You'd be happy with those intersections of the gold or the zinc and copper. We have both. So what we've done, we signed the lease on this in May. The company was formed in August and spun out, or listed come September 23rd. And we completed a 9-hole, 2,200-meter program between late August and early October. We've released 2 of the 9 holes. One was a twin, the other here is not. We twinned 2 holes total. The objective was to kind of quantify and better understand what we have in that historic deposit area so that we can generate a compliant resource. We intend to get that out to market sometime in the first 4 months of 2020. But, really, really nice holes, good reproducibility here. We drilled 107 meters of 12.4 grams gold, 7% zinc, 0.9% copper. True width was closer to 54 meters. That was about 25% better grade than we saw on the original hole. So we didn't only, reproduce it, we enhanced it. And this is a cross-section for those results. So those are the 2 twins, or the 2 holes we released, highlighted. The lower one is the twin. So the mineralized zone, it outcrops at surface. It's been taken down, vertical dip length of about 270 meters. True width ranges from 20 to 50 meters plus. A really nice slug of good grade. The grade actually increases as you get deeper. And then the system is cut off at depth by a fault. That's a post-mineral fault. It's displaced the ore body to the northeast. Pure strike slip motion on that, sinistral offset. And this is a map that highlights that, so you can see that the bright red is of the deposit where the cross-section was. The alteration is in that orange color, and you can see the whole system is just on the south side, or southeast side, is moved up to the northeast. So this isn't just conceptual, it's actually been tagged by drilling. The past workers did keep exploring and managed to find it. 2 or 3 wide-spaced holes got into that area. Very distinct alteration associated with this. It's sort of an anhydrite halo to it that grades into silicification. Didn't hit quite the same grades as further to the south. It looks like they're just on the edge of it. So that's our #1 target when we come back there in May to drill. We also see a lot of opportunity to the north. It is a very strong and large alteration system here. In terms of what it is with the gold and the base metals, the jury is out on this. It has some characteristics of VMS. It also has some characteristics of epithermal. It has been likened to Hod Maden in Turkey, which is probably a good model for now, but we're keeping our minds open. The key is here, this is a project that was kind of largely driven by engineering by the last workers who were a bit hand-to-mouth because they were trying to supplement another mine project that was under capacity. Because of that, this thing's been starved for exploration, and it's missed the last 2 or 3 major cycles. So it's been severely underexplored, and this is exactly what we do as a group, explore and find resource. So very excited. And scale out further, what we really like about this is the district or area play here. We're here to define a multi-million ounce system. That's our focus. We may get that at the Johnson deposit in itself, but clearly there's opportunity for multiple deposits. It's about a 12-kilometer trend. Difficult Creek is the most advanced of those. It's really the only one that's seen any drilling outside of the main deposit. A handful of holes in 1983, drilled up to 13 meters of 8 grams gold and 4 or 5% zinc. So with the same alterations, so good evidence of potential, clustering of other deposits here. So lots to go chasing. Quickly, during the winter months, we will be active in Ontario. So Johnson is a seasonal project for now. It's helicopter supported. Our exploration season's May to October. We've got more news coming out between now and Christmas on our last drill program, and then we'll roll into drilling in Ontario. Some fantastically high-grade historic, samples have come from one of our properties. It was a small-scale producer from 1914 into the 30s intermittently, has produced gold in the percents. It's a fantastic setting. It's been in private hands for a long, long time. It's never had systematic modern exploration. We have a lot of history there, and we're very excited about that. There is also some other larger properties that we will be exploring as well. So timeline, catalyst, steady news flow from debut here, drilling at Johnson, more drill results to come. We'll be out drilling in Ontario here before long, get out a resource sometime in the first 4 months of 2020, and then right back at Johnson, drilling hard again next May. Thank you.